Folks, Lauren Boebert's out just lying her butt off about the budget cuts that they themselves are trying to force on us in this debt ceiling bill. Take a look at her video right here.
Okay, let's get real here. Oftentimes the attacks from the left and their lies are so absurd and far off, they make me laugh. But other times they just downright make me mad because they hurt people. All across the country, the Democrats are ramping up another set of lies and false attack ads, this time trying to desperately politicize and scare our veterans. It's disgusting, it's a complete lie, and it's consistent with how today's Democrats in DC roll. They lied about Social Security and Medicare, and now they are lying about cuts to the VA. Let me be clear. Not a single Republican, including me, voted to cut anything at the VA with our Limit, Save, Grow Act. There is nothing in the text of this bill that harms any veteran. But the inaction by Democrats on out-of-control spending is harming each and every one of us with runaway inflation and $32 trillion in debt. Republicans support our veterans because we love our veterans and we love the freedoms we all enjoyed because of their bravery and commitment to our country. If you are a veteran seeing this message, know that I have your back, and so does our entire Republican Party. We love you, I love you, and will always support you, even when these desperate Democrats use their dirty tricks to try to scare you over and over again.
They're going to wreck our economy. They're going to tank our economy. And I tell you, folks, Democrats have no incentive at all to negotiate with them at all over this nonsense. It is so ridiculous and it's such a non-starter of a starting point. They have no reason, because Republicans, every time they've ever negotiated with them in the past, they end up not voting for their own bill. We end up with a crappy bill and no Republicans voting for it. So this is a real game of chicken here, folks, and it has real consequences. Lauren Boebert is just lying out her butt here. Let me give you an idea. This is independent auditors. This is the VA themselves telling you what is going to happen here. You've got this Republican debt ceiling bill that cuts 22% straight out of the VA budget. And you've got Lauren Boebert trying to say, well, there's nothing in the bill that says that. Well, you know, that's such a cynical joke. That's just a cynical joke. They cut 22% across the board out of the budget. All of these organizations desperately need that money to operate, and they want it. Let me give you a perfect example. You get your paycheck and there's 22% cut out of it. You call your boss and say, hey, you know, man, this ain't going to work. 22% of my paycheck is gone. I can't operate. I can't pay my light bill. I can't pay for my groceries. I can't pay my rent with this. It's not going to cover it. And your boss turns around and tells you, well, nowhere in the letter I sent you did it say we were cutting your light bill or your groceries or your rent. That's you, man. That's on you. We didn't do that. That is the cynical game that Republicans are playing right now, because it's not enumerated specifically in the bill. Well, we can do the math. We know what we lose with these cuts. This isn't, unattainable as far as finding out what this does. Let me give you an idea here. Right off the top, this is a VA that says this, not just us. 22% out of the VA budget eliminates funding for housing choice vouchers for as many as 50,000 veterans. That's veterans losing their homes. Yeah, I mean, that's veterans losing their home. It kicks 300,000 kids out of childcare and Head Start. Doesn't just affect veterans, folks. It's a 22% across the board cut. Folks, that's cuts to the FDA. I mean, your meat. Do you like your meat inspected? When was the last time you ate a steak and were scared of it? You know, they're going to cut 22% out of the USDA. Imagine what that's going to do to your grocery bill when we lose as many as 1,800 to 2,000 food inspectors. It kicks 300,000 kids out of Head Start. It evicts 400,000 families from their homes. Again, housing assistance is part of what the government does. It's going to kick 1 million seniors off Meals on Wheels. Folks, we have people in this country that rely on groceries being delivered to their house. They're old, they can't get out, they can't drive. You don't want them driving. They get groceries delivered to their house, and the government subsidizes that through Meals on Wheels. I mean, they need these meals delivered to them. You know, what are they going to do? Not eat. That's what they're going to do. They're just going to not eat. A million Americans. They're going to kick 1 million mothers and children off of the WIC Nutritional Assistance Program. Folks, if you don't know what WIC is, do a little research on it. It's one of the best programs the government's ever come up with. It is a nutritional food assistance program. It helps people eat. I can't be any more direct than that. 1 million people are going to lose their ability to eat. Eliminate Pell Grants. 80,000 students will lose their Pell Grants. They're going to just demolish our education system. You know how many people rely on Pell Grants, and 80,000 of them aren't going to get it because of this. They're going to close 125 air traffic control towers. You know, yeah, it's the federal government that regulates all these flights, folks. You cut 22% out of the budget, you lose your flights. They're going to scale back rail safety inspections. Excuse me? All I heard after the derailment in East Palestine, Ohio, was how we needed better rail inspection. I mean, the hypocrisy from the Republicans, just the pure hypocrisy from the Republicans, just on and on railing about that derailment. And now they're going to turn around and they're going to cut rail inspections. This is insane. It's insane. They're going to eliminate 11,000 FBI personnel, and this is just the chef's kiss, the coup de grace of hypocrisy. They're going to cut 2,000 Customs and Border Patrol agents. How long have they been screaming like gut-shot hogs about the border? All the time. About the border. And then they're going to turn around and cut 2,000 customs. Who do you think's been making those seizures and arrests? You think it's Greg Abbott and Operation Lone Star bullshit? No, it's the Customs and Border Patrol. Jesus Christ. And we also give federal subsidies to local police departments, so we're going to lose police officers also. Manufacturing jobs. Cut 22% of the budget, folks, and we lose manufacturing jobs. We do. And we lose subsidies that keep jobs here. Programs that keep jobs here. They're going to roll back environmental protections, food, water. You know, why do you need clean air and water? Republicans don't care. And they're going to deny 750,000 workers job training and employment services. And this is in no way a comprehensive list. I know, I appreciate you sticking with me through this whole list, but it's not even it doesn't even scratch the surface of everything the government does. And they're just going to take a meat grinder to it. And then she says in the video that she doesn't want, we lied about Social Security and Medicare. Oh no, they're on record saying that. You know, Rick Scott and the rest of them boys, they've been flat open about wanting to sunset Social Security and cut benefits, and that's just a matter of record coming out of their own mouth. So you've got dipshit Barbie here willing to sit there and just lie to you. Just lie to you. It's just a matter of math. They don't care, folks. They don't care. And we can't have people like Lauren Boebert who couldn't read a budget if she had to. If her life depended on it, she could not read the federal budget and understand any of it. She isn't, and yet she's content to sit here and lie to you about it. You've got to vote Republicans out of office. They keep sending these people to do the job that just can't do the job. She's not capable of being in this negotiation. She's not capable of any of this. Yet she will sit here and lie to you. Vote Democrat, folks. Please, just vote Democrat. Get rid of these Republicans. They are lousy human beings. They're horrible human beings. And what they do proves it. What these cuts do proves it. You know, they're more than willing to make veterans They never had a war they didn't like. But when it comes to taking care of them, they don't care. They don't care about any of us or any of the things that the federal government does for us. All they care about and what this is all about, and it just sum this up for you folks. This is designed to keep their tax cuts for their wealthy donors, because that is not getting cut in their bill. It's not. We're going to have to do that ourselves. Vote Republicans out of office. Vote for Democrats. I love you folks. While you're thinking about it and while you're watching this, reach down, hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. It's free and it boosts us on the algorithm and gets this message out, and people need to hear it. That's your way of just a basic fundamental way for you to support us. I love you folks. Zoe Texas Paul out. Have a great day.
The best part of waking up? MAGA Tears in my cup. Check out the new MAGA Tears mug available now at store.meidastouch.com. That's store.meidastouch.com.